It's Tuesday afternoon, 12:54 in the afternoon. I did not do a vlog yesterday. It would be an absolute gross understatement to say I was busy yesterday. For a Monday, it was phenomenally hard. Today's better. Had a brake caliper that was locking up on my van. I just put brand new calipers, a whole new brake system on my van less than a year ago. But I won't name the store where I bought the brake caliper at, but they are known for selling junk. Like I explained to my wife, unless you go to the dealership to get parts, most of the parts are going to be one-off, and almost all brake calipers are rebuilds. That's why they want a core charge, which I didn't take a core. And I bought the new caliper at AutoZone. I bought the old one from their competitor. They have a tendency to sell junk. I hate to say that. I'm not going to name them. But my son Chris and I rode down to Ardmore. Well, I had to have Benjamin because Linda's car's down, my van was down. My son Chris came over in his pickup, but I had my son Benjamin drive me to Turner Falls to pick up Nick's Suburban. Used it to go chase down parts. I had to go by the bank and get some money out. We did that, and it just is what it is. Hang on, I've got to look up something real quick. I think I balanced my checkbook. I have a real problem sometimes with not paying attention to that. Yeah, I balanced it. Anyway, we went down, got the parts. Chris, who is a superb mechanic, my youngest son, feels that what's left to do on Linda's car. We replaced a bunch of coil packs. We need to, tonight, I've got to go get 8 new spark plugs for Linda's car. Friday, either Thursday or Friday, Chris will be over. He'll change those out. And hopefully by then Linda's car will be eminently drivable. He put a caliper on my van this morning first thing. It drives like a, well, not like a brand new one, but it definitely functions well, so that Linda and I now are no longer without a vehicle. And I filled the gas tank up on it day before yesterday. It takes about $250 to fill the gas tank on that thing. It had more gas in it than I thought, so I ended up putting like $80 worth in, and it brought it up to the top. I've got to fix that gas gauge. Have to. And it's a simple thing. It's just having time to do it. And Linda is in the house washing her hair and washing her face, and she's watching Tigger, who is in the parlor watching whatever it is he's watching. I went in with him earlier. I was sitting there, and I texted my brother Chris, and I'll show you the photograph I sent him. it doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. That is me with Tigger cuddled up next to Pawpaw. We are watching stuff on YouTube. He has these little kid programs. And this one we were watching, they were talking about monkeys liking to eat bananas. And I asked him, do monkeys like to eat bananas? He very rarely says yes or no. And I said, do you like bananas? Are you a monkey? What do you mean you're not a monkey if you like bananas? I'm not a monkey, you know, but that beautiful little British accent, it his when Benjamin was taking the kids to school this morning, I was wrong. They've got all this week and then 4 days next week, so I've got a little bit before we got to clean the pool out and fill it. I thought that this was the last week before they're out for summer. Aurora is going to summer school so that she can graduate next year. Due to the pandemic, she was off for a little bit, and you know, the 2 years they spent out of school, they did school with Epic Charter School. The problem is some of the credits, I think, didn't transfer. I don't know about all that. I just know that my granddaughter Aurora is beautiful inside and out, and she is a big help here. And Cheyenne and Ashton went to school in shorts, only Linda made sure Ashton had a hoodie on. It was chilly this morning. Right now it says it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy out there. It's nice in here. I've been so busy doing vehicle stuff, I haven't had a chance to do any office stuff today. I'd wanted to take Linda and feed her, and she would like that, and we'll probably have to wait until the kids are home from school. And then I'll take her and probably go to Los Generales. I'd like to get me a steak. Those guys can cook. But the second. Oh. I'm the only guy that I know that can choke on nothing. I mean, it's weird. And I could swallow a cannonball if I could fit it in my mouth. I don't have a closed esophagus. It's not damaged. I need to go out and shoot some footage for the other channel for Adventure Side. I've got to get this vehicular stuff out of my hair first. That is a have-to deal. It's nice being able to brake my van and not have to do that, you know, constantly. I'll tell you what, when you live out in the country, you have to have a vehicle, at least one. And I like to have 2 or 3 that are reliable. we'll get her Navigator where it needs to be, but I do believe I'm going to be buying something else, probably a Toyota or a Honda for she and I to run around in, preferably a pickup, maybe a Toyota pickup. I've not looked really, and there's a friend of mine down in Ardmore that sells cars that he sells them, right, and I might go down there and look and see what he's got. I really don't like going to Ardmore anymore. I subscribe to Southern Oklahoma Extreme Scanner feeds on Facebook, and the kind of stuff going on down there is really not good, and it's really not it's just not good. I mean, when you average stabbings and shootings every week, they average 12 to 15 car wrecks a day down there. The largest day I counted car wrecks was 90 accidents, traffic accidents, in one day. And I don't necessarily have to go through Ardmore when I want to go to Lone Grove or Hilton. There are ways to circumvent it. I can go down to Highway 53 and scoot like I'm going to Comanche, and either go on to Graham and turn left and go to Hilton, or I can go and there's a cutoff that I can go to Lone Grove. I have friends that live in Lone Grove. I have friends and relatives in Hilton that I like to see once in a while. You know, I'm glad I no longer have May pops on my van. Actually, I had wheel pops. What that means is the tires were really in bad shape. It's got new rubber on it. I've got some things I've got to do I keep talking about. I'm just thankful that I'm back in the saddle and can drive it again. I'm thankful I have a son that's a mechanic, an actual mechanic instead of a shade tree mechanic. He thinks his way through what something needs. We've got an analyzer. It's sitting in the front seat of Linda's Navigator, and probably Thursday he'll be back. If not, it'll be Friday to go ahead and finish taking care of all that. It's been expensive. Anytime Lincoln is attached to anything, even something old like Linda's, they want a premium for parts. My old GMC van caliper, went and got one, put it on there, and it was $22.93 plus tax, plus a $15 core charge, and it's not worth $15 to me to drive back down to Ardmore to turn that one in. Speaking of which, I need to get that receipt out. Is that it? Nope. I think I already did that. Let me look. Yeah, I did. Ardmore's only 30 miles from here, but the time it takes to go down there and carry that in when I'm on 2 walking canes just to walk. Actually, I've been getting around on 1 walking cane today, and I can walk short distances without any walking cane. I'm working on that, but the time it would take, because any way you cut it, it's going to take an hour or better for me to go do that. I don't have an hour. I just do not have it. I've been running and taking care of stuff since 7:30 7 this morning. I got up at 6:29. Linda got up to go take care of kids. I got dressed, came out here, ate a Hungry Man supper for breakfast, courtesy of the microwave. Actually, I can show you what I ate. That was my breakfast. And it's better than some of the food I've eaten in some truck stops. I can tell you that much. What I'm doing is standing my water bottle up. But I'm not going to comment on, I'm just going to say one thing on this subject. The Supreme Court's looking at overturning Roe versus Wade. They're looking at making it a matter of states deciding on whether a woman is legally able to get an abortion or not. Amazon, well, yeah, I'm going to comment on it. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer called it an abomination. Barack Hussein Obama praised Margaret Sanger and family that planning thing, family planning thing that Margaret Sanger, if you don't know who Margaret Sanger was, she advocated eugenics. And I know some people say that's not true. It's true. What is eugenics? Getting rid of human beings that were not of the right race is the best way to say it. And she even made the quote one time, and it is a legitimate quote. And if Facebook wants to shut my account down over this, then that kind of shows you, or not Facebook, but YouTube, kind of shows you their mentality. But Margaret Sanger said on large families, you'd be doing your family a favor when there's a new baby if you would kill it. That's paraphrasing. Did she actually make that statement? I don't believe she didn't. I think she did. But to me, my opinion, abortion is murder. It really is. There in Oklahoma, our state legislature and Governor Stitt just passed and ratified a bill that after 6 weeks you can't get an abortion here in Oklahoma. It has to be before 6 weeks. When there's a heartbeat, that is a living person. There have been instances in the state of Oklahoma where drunk drivers run into another car and a woman's 4 months pregnant and she dies and the baby dies, and they charge them with 2 counts of vehicular homicide. There's also been instances where a woman lost a baby in a car wreck and the drunk driver was charged with vehicular homicide. So it's not really an iffy deal. One thing I'm disappointed in is Judge Roberts, who is a liberal in a conservative's clothing, voting against shutting down Roe, but he's outvoted. They call it a woman's right to choose. And I believe that's true. It is a woman's right to choose to terminate a life within her body. When you become pregnant, it's no longer just your body. That's what a lot of women do not understand, or choose not to understand. They're lying to themselves. That is a viable child of God within that womb. Now, that's all I'm going to say on that. If this video gets stricken, fine. Everybody will have to start watching me on their competition. I don't believe YouTube will take it down, though. I really don't. A lot of these fact checkers are not professional people, especially on Facebook. They are, by and large, liberal in their political views and politically correct. Well, I'm anything but politically correct. I'm a curmudgeon. I readily admit to that. That means I'm a grouchy old man. I'm a Christian. I absolutely proclaim that. I'm unapologetic about that. And I'm not a racist. That is the furthest thing from being me that you can be. I have friends of all colors. I have relatives and friends that are gay. And that's between them and God, not them and me. But there is one group of people I despise, and those are pedophiles. And another group of people I despise are those that would murder innocent children. And in my viewpoint, it's my opinion, abortion is murder. That's all I'm going to say today, guys. I hadn't intended on getting into that, but some of the political opinions going on right now with the Democrat Party and within the Republican Party, they make my blood boil, figuratively. And in case anybody's wondering, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. I'm an actual libertarian, a conservative, constitutionalist, libertarian. Love all of you. I want God to bless you. I want all of you to do like that sign up there says, be kind. Just be kind to everybody. Bye.